During Mental Health Awareness Month, we are highlighting groups working to manage mental health issues as part of our series, You Are Not Alone. And law enforcement is one of those groups. Imagine routinely seeing car crashes, shootings, and other traumatic events. For police officers, it's their job, but it can take its toll. As the I-Team's Andy Alcock reports, a KCPD's officer's recent suicide is just one example of an ongoing challenge addressing mental health issues for those in uniform.
It seemed David Colgrove was ready to have a happy and fulfilling retirement. After 8 years as a St. Louis area police officer and another 22 years as a federal agent in Kansas City, Colgrove had set up his own business. But just a few months after retiring as a law enforcement officer in September 2014, David Colgrove took his own life.
I think he carried a tremendous amount of stress and trauma that went unprocessed.
After her husband's death, David's widow Kim wanted to help other first responders. A meditation and mindfulness teacher in the corporate world, she decided to bring that training to first responders. In the last 6 years, she's trained thousands of first responders in Missouri, Kansas, and elsewhere with her Pause First Academy.
We're focused on holistic wellness, work-life balance, resilience training, and trauma recovery.
It's a spiraling thing. That's why mental health is so important for not only police officers, but all first responders.
Major Darren Ivy with the Kansas City Police Department works as a trainer with Kim Colgrove. Recently, Ivy was the department's contact person for the family of a KCPD officer who took his own life.
It's very devastating for all involved, especially the family.
According to the police mental health awareness group BlueHelp.org, in 2019, 239 police officers died by suicide across the country. By contrast, 44 officers died in the line of duty in 2019.
We're killing ourselves at a rate of 4 to 1. You tell me, are we doing a good enough job? I don't think so.
I'm being told that she is going to be on that bridge. I promise you I can help you. You might be broken, but you're fixable.
Ernie Stevens is a recently retired San Antonio, Texas police officer. Stevens is featured with his partner in a documentary called Ernie and Joe, Crisis Cops, currently streaming on HBO. He told the I-Team Joe was treated for post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, 7 years after leaving the Marine Corps.
I saw the change in him when he got his treatment. He became a lot more patient.
As part of the hiring process, many law enforcement departments require a psychological exam for police candidates.
We look for any kind of difficulty that an individual might have in performing the duties of the position.
Dr. Bruce Capo has been doing those types of evaluations for more than 30 years for dozens of regional law enforcement agencies, including in both Kansas and Missouri.
I would say that many working police officers, due to the nature of the work they do, may have some mild symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder.
However, Colgrove said there's still a stigma for police officers to ask for help dealing with the stress and trauma of the job.
It's an entire culture of suck it up, buttercup.
We have recognized this. We are doing a lot better than we did when I came on 28 years ago, but we still got a long way to go.
Stevens believes to address this issue, every police officer across the country should have an annual mental health evaluation.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Me personally, I do.
I'm 100% on board. I think there should be a whole lot of mental health support in all of these first responder agencies.
Kim's goal is to cut into that first responder suicide rate as much as possible so other families don't have to endure the same pain as her family. I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
Kansas City FOP President Brad Lemon says he's currently working with state lawmakers on a plan for mental health evaluations for officers every 3 to 5 years. He believes that time frame would be more cost effective and would prevent a loss of man hours on the street compared to doing evaluations every year.